Welcome you all for the next video. Here we'll discuss about the communication system. In this communication system part, it will having nearly 4 concepts. The first one is basic block diagram of the communication, then afterwards mobile communication, then afterwards GSM, that is a global system for mobile communication, and the last one is mobile telephone unit. Okay, now we'll start with the first one is basic block diagram of the communication system. Okay, here this is about your basic block diagram of communication system. It will consist of the elements as the first one is the source, then afterwards modulator, transmitter, it requires a channel, then afterwards receiver, demodulator, and last one is destination. In between, the noise will be added in the channel. Okay, we'll discuss one by one. The first coming for the source. Here the source will be in the form of image, voice, video. Likewise, those are nothing but the source. We should have to send from one point to the another point. That is about the source part. Okay, the next coming for the modulator and the transmitter. Coming for the first one, modulator. Why we require the modulator and what is the function of the modulator? We can't send directly the voice, image or data through the channel. We should have to convert to an appropriate form. For that purpose, we are using the modulator. Okay, the main function of this modulator is to convert to its the appropriate form so that we can send through the channel. In other words, the definition of the modulator is it will be having the two signals. One is carrier signal, second one is the modulating signal. Here the carrier will be varied in accordance with the original signal. That is called as modulation. The function will be done in the modulator part. That means it is suitable to transmit from one point to the another point. Okay, the demodulator will be the vice versa case. It will retrieve the original signal from the modulated signal. The modulator will be used at the transmitter side, demodulator will be used at the receiver side. Okay, next coming for this transmitter and as well as the receiver part. Here the transmitter and receiver, best example for transmitter and receiver is antenna. We can see the antenna that will do the functions transmitting and also receiving part. Okay, that is an example for the transmitter and receiver, which will having some frequency signal band signal for transmission purpose and as well as for the receiving purpose. This is about the transmitter and receiver part. Okay, and next the middle one, that is the important here, the channel. We require a channel to transmit the signals from one point to the another point. It may be the wired channel or the wireless channel. That is about their channel. In wired channel there are different types will be there: optical fiber, coaxial cable, twisted pair cable. Likewise, okay, that is about your channel. In between the channel, the noise will be added. Okay, the noise will be added in the channel. Okay, if the noise is more, it will decrease the overall efficiency of the signal. We should have to reduce the noise so that we will get the maximum efficiency at the output side. And the last part is the destination. Here we will receive the signals from one part to the another part. That is the destination part. Okay, this is about your overall block diagram of the communication system. You should have to remember this. If they are asking in the exam, explain the basic block diagram of communication system, you should have to draw the diagram and you should have to mention each element and working of the each element. These are, it will includes the first one is source, then afterwards modulator, then afterwards transmitter, channel, receiver, demodulator, and last one is destination. Here in the channel, in between the channel, the noise will be added. Okay, this is all about the block diagram of communication system. Okay, next we'll move on for the next one, the mobile communication system. Okay, as you see here in the mobile communication system, the area will be divided as, that is called as cell. This is cell 1, similarly this is cell 2. Likewise, now I will consider about the cell 1 here. Okay, if I am considering a geographical area, that will be called as cell. Actually it is in hexagonal shape, but for your reference, this is about your, consider this one as a cell. Okay, in this cell it will be having one antenna, that is BTS, base transmitter station or base transceiver station. Okay, then afterwards this BTS will be connected for base station. Okay, from the base transceiver station the signal will be sent to all the mobile station. In this cellular area there are n number of mobile station will be there. Mobile station is nothing but, best example is your mobile phone, that I can consider as mobile station. Here it will be having, in each cellular area it will be having n number of mobile station will be there, but it is having only one base transceiver station and only one base station will be there. Okay, similarly this is about your cellular area 1, that is cell 1. Like this another cellular area will be there, I can call it as cell 2. It is also having one BTS, one BS and n number of MS will be there. MS is nothing but your mobile station. Here like this n number of cellular areas are present, they were interconnected by MSC, mobile switching center. It acts as an interface between the cellular area. Here I am considering the two cells, cell 1 and cell 2. They were connected by the mobile switching center, MSC. Okay, this will do the routing part, that is the call routing functions, to route the calls to the destination side, just like an interface between the two cells. Here I am considering the two cells, that is cell 1 and cell 2. It will act as an interface between the two cells and also it will controls the overall call functions. Okay, that is all about the mobile communication system.